See this phone?
Yeah? Jesus Christ. Hey, how's it going, friends? It's your girl, Ash Coyote. What's up? What's happening? How's it going? Oh my god, guess what? I am joined today with Solace. Solace the wolf. Look, we're social distancing. I have all my personal protective gear on. I'm wearing my head. You are too, right?
No, this is just my face.
That's just your face?
This
It's
is my
so
face.
cute. It's so cute.
Oh,
seriously.
you're cute too.
Oh my
I love
god.
your hair. And those... Oh,
Fabulous. Fabulous.
awesome.
Okay, so I feel like I need to say this just right off the bat. Solace here took a lot of precautions before coming out to see us. He quarantined and everything, and
Disposable gloves.
Yeah,
And
disposable
I wore a
gloves.
mask anytime I stopped for gas.
yeah, he was really
I have hand
careful.
sanitizer too. I
And
used it a lot.
you guys should be careful too. I mean, you know, like he traveled very far to come see us. You traveled 14 hours to come see us and hang out, and it's just wonderful. I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to be
Oh,
here.
So today we're doing a very special video. We're doing a video that's kind of indicative of the environment that we live in now. As I'm sure you all have noticed, 2020 has been kind of a terrible year, hasn't it?
I drove 14 hours because I need friends.
I know. See, this highlights it. This is it in a nutshell. All our conventions have canceled. Everything has been going on. But you know what? I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer today. We're going to talk about the future of the fandom, but
Yeah.
a more positive side to it. How the fandom is dealing with what's going on today, and where we kind of see all this going in the future. Are you excited to talk?
I'm excited. I
Yeah.
can talk a lot.
I know you can.
This is going to be an hour-long video. Maybe 2.
I'm not editing this one then.
I can't edit.
Well, so I've seen a lot of things pop up recently that have been really cool as far as like how we've been adapting to all this. I've seen virtual conventions, Zoom calls, VR chat. I mean, that's huge.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, Solace here was actually just introducing me to VR chat as a medium to kind of get together with your friends and hang out and like enjoy a virtual con experience.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
It's
like
cool.
You being someone who's had a lot more experience with VR chat than me, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about VR chat, what they can expect with it?
So, like, VR chat's amazing. It's very much what you make of it. Think Second Life, but it's all first person, and well, depending on if you can do desktop version, which is why a lot of people actually don't use VR chat. There's a desktop version. Go download it, hop in, get with your friends. It's still a incredibly enjoyable experience, especially for like if you haven't seen people in 6 months. It's really nice to be able to talk to them. It's a little bit more than a voice call. And if you get VR, I mean, you can interact, you can give hugs. I have a VR headset that allows me to give hugs to all my friends, and it's so nice. Because I think that's my number one thing I miss from cons, is I miss giving hugs to everybody. VR chat's been around since 2017, and it's just exploded. If you're gonna get a headset, do it now, because you're probably on a waiting list. It's exploded so much so that people are just buying headsets out left and right, because they learned very quickly. Desktop version's fine, and it's good to get a start in, but you really want to be able to hug your friends, trust me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do. There's tons of worlds to go to. There's like the virtual conference. There's an AC hotel out there, Anthrocon Hotel. There's a lot of things out there. There's a furry hub. Be careful. It's the internet. Trolls happen. There's some very, very lewd and upsetting avatars out there. I mean, people get creative for all the wrong reasons. Sometimes.
Or all the right reasons.
All the right
It
reasons.
depends on who you are, Solace.
But the best thing you can do...
Yeah, you know, it's funny you should mention that, because I'm pretty sure I saw a world out there. It was a drive-in movie theater, and it was showing our film, The Fandom. Oh my god. I thought that was super cool.
Yep, there are places that actually have embedded viewers, kind of like Second Life,
Yeah,
where you can watch YouTube videos and stuff, and well, the fandom's on the YouTube. If you're here, you should go watch it, if you haven't. I mean, seriously. So there's ways to do that. Again, you can just run around. There's so many cool things to do. Being a 3D space that doesn't require physical limitations, creativity is through the roof. I drug you through a music visualizer, which is basically a music video, light show, that immerses you 100%. It's insane.
Just to give you guys a little bit of background, I got my first real experience with VR yesterday. And we're making this video today. Oh my god. But it was quite the experience. And I could definitely see how people find it to be a very fulfilling experience. It's a very cool experience because you get to embody your character and interact with others. I mean, the one thing that I miss is the actual physical contact. But even then, like, you do feel like you're very much in the same space with your friends. You feel like you're interacting with them still, and in a reasonably meaningful social way. And I definitely see this as becoming more of a fixture in our community, especially with advancements in VR and, like, a more immersive experience all around. I mean, I could definitely see this thing blowing up for the fandom.
Well, for me, and think about this, all the cons that you went to, they're just cons you can't make.
Yeah.
And because of that, it's sad. But a lot of these conventions have now made virtual worlds and hosted these virtual cons online this year. It's all a startup, but just think, okay, I can't make it to Conference, but I can be there virtually. And I see a lot of growth for next year and the future of people not being able to make it to cons, but as long as you have desktop VR chat or you're going in with a VR headset, you can still hang out. It'd be really cool, and I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a unique experience, and kind of to that end, on the digital frontier, we've also seen cons adapt like kind of a whole different setup as well. And that's kind of doing like the video conferencing and Zoom calls and stuff, where everybody can get together for like digital panels and like have the convention experience, you know, like the quintessential convention experiences over the internet.
Oh, absolutely.
Have you had the chance to check out any of those?
So I haven't had to check, like I never checked out Zoom or anything, but that's another name. I have never really heard of Zoom until this year. Boom. Zoom is everywhere. So there's been Zoom meetings of like 30 to 40 groups of furries. Businesses are using them all over the place. And we're seeing a lot more of like, well, Discord allowing like more group parties and group viewings of things. I mean, me personally, I watch movies and or like a series with somebody, a friend of mine, every Thursday night. Like, it's something that has allowed me to be social and still kind of like interact with friends that are literally like almost 1,000 miles away. And I mean, it's amazing to see how we've adjusted to go from being a community. I mean, we're an online community, almost foremost, but conventions were so important to meet each other and hang out, and now we're doing it all online, which is where we started. well, yeah, well.
I mean, like, the internet has certainly opened up doors for us. I mean, like, if you really kind of sit back and think about it, you know, like this, we're in kind of an unknown area, and I definitely think that there's like a lot of potential that will come from all this. A lot of amazing things that will come from all this. At least I hope there will be. I'm going to try and stay positive. I'm going to be positive. Oh my god, positive. With the pause. Get it? It's a pun. What? At Anthrocon this year, myself and my editor and co-director Ash both held a digital panel where we discussed the film right after its release, and it was actually really fun. It was really cool how they set it up. It was kind of like the equivalent of doing like a live TV interview, and then like we interacted with the chat, and that was actually really like a really fun experience. Now, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of room for growth in this. It'd be nice to be able to see the people asking the questions, for example, or interact more on a personal level with the audience. But I mean, it's definitely a step in the right direction. I think that has me like really excited about the future of cons because, let's be honest, travel is freaking expensive. And to go to every single convention before this whole mess happened, it would have cost a small fortune. And now we have the ability to kind of spend time with our friends that we wouldn't usually see much more frequently and in a similarly meaningful way. And I think that's really cool. Yeah.
I mean, like, I plan on going to a lot of these conventions, and to be very, very quickly say that a lot of these online conventions that were hosted were put together very quickly. Very quickly.
Oh, yeah. Like, we're talking, like, weeks.
Yeah.
Like, literal weeks from when they were like, okay, we can't have the convention now. Then they put it all together digitally, and, like, the AV crews for...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like live DJ sets every night. All night.
Oh yeah, I mean, and not even just the DJ, the AV teams from all these conventions just got together and they were just like, you know what? We want to make a virtual Anthrocon. They made a virtual Anthrocon in the span of a couple weeks. Like, the fact that we have furries that can address these logistics, do this thing in a way that actually looks good, works out well, and becomes an experience that we can all enjoy. I mean, oh my god. And, like, even to that end, Solace here was telling me a little bit about how he's been interacting with digital fur meets, just like on the local level. Mm-hmm. People that you'd usually get together with maybe every few weeks. You know, you've been telling me that you just hop on and, like, you kind of have, like, that Discord call and you just get to experience and hang out.
Oh, absolutely. So it's actually something that I do on my Twitch stream is I do a Fursuit and Chill stream. I just get a bunch of friends. A lot of these friends don't even know each other. They're just friends of mine. I bring them in, and we just chill on a video Discord call with some live DJ music, and it's literally unscripted, either wiggling to the music, you know, go to wiggle. I don't dance, I'm awful. And then we just talk. We talk about anything and everything. We try to keep it on a positive note for the most part, but I mean, I do that on my stream and to just kind of entertain a bit, but I know tons of people that just, again, they do these Discord calls and just hang out. And hang out in either video games, video chats. I mean, it's everywhere now. And I think it's amazing to see how everybody went from being these, again, going to fur meets and cons and furballs to doing what they have to, staying home and seeing each other online.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. It's kind of crazy how well we've adapted. I mean, I gotta be honest, I do think that this is a lot of like, hey, we're furries. We live on the internet anyways. Big surprise, furries figured out how to make the fandom work on the internet. In some ways, we might be the best equipped community to do so.
I mean, yeah, I think it's because of again, so much of our platform is through the internet. It was a quick like, okay, well, hey, we've got a lot of people that know IT. Let's just do stuff online.
If we can make a website dedicated to a repository of literally 1 billion gigabytes of YIF, we can make a FurryCon.
You said it, not me.
Furries. We know how to YIF.
Furries find a way.
Now we need to get to the future, the actual future of the fandom. And, you know, like, there's going to be, like, a good side to this and maybe, you know, like, a side where we're going to have, you know, like, a bit of an adjustment period. And, you know, like, I got to be real starting out here, you know, like, I think that we're going to find a new normal. And it's going to be interesting. It's certainly going to be different from where we started. I mean, where do you see us going, Solace?
Teleporters.
Everybody
will go to every con because you'll just go to your teleporter, type in the address, and... But yeah, so I see a lot of cons going towards this having a virtual side of things. Because it just makes sense. If they were able to do that in weeks, just think of what they can do next year. Think of what they can put on with a fully developed world and infrastructure that they didn't have to do in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. It's going to be great. I do see VR. I see VR growing a lot. I don't know if we're going to get to how much far in the future where physical things will happen, but I just see a lot of that becoming more prevalent, especially since a lot of people can't just up and go to Canada or across from West Coast to East Coast. It's just not viable, even with the plane tickets. So yeah, I see a lot of that happening. I 100% believe we're going to go back to cons. Cons are going to get bigger and better as we continue to grow with this online presence even. I think the community is going to continue growing. You're going to see more and more cons sprouting up. And future-wise, I like it. I think it's going to be cool.
I do feel like it's going to take a while for cons to get back and going. You know, like let's be real here, guys. It's probably going to take another year.
I mean, I'm thinking, if you want my personal opinion, my professionally not professional opinion.
I'm not a doctor, but...
I'm not a doctor, but... no earlier than summer 2021.
Yeah.
And that would be with a fully developed vaccine.
And total, development, yeah.
Fully developed vaccine that's readily available to public. Where we can be safe and make sure nobody is going to get harmed by what's going on. And that's just kind of my feel.
Same, actually. I honestly think
No earlier
that
than
the
the
summer of
summer.
2021 might be even a little early.
It might
I
be.
mean, like, I do definitely feel like this is going to be going on for, an indefinite future, and, like, we just need to adapt like we always have. And
Absolutely.
I think something that we need to remember, too, is to stick together as a community and, like, support each other and help each other through all this, because, I mean, this is a hard time for everyone.
Absolutely.
It's a hard time for the conventions, it's a hard time for the vendors, it's a hard time for what would usually be the attendees. Like, we've seen a lot go on this year. And if anything, let's try and support each other. Like, share a little bit of that furry love. And no, not the way that you think I'm saying. But, like, seriously,
No,
like,
that requires social distancing.
we need to stick together. Furry or not, we really do. Alright, I think that about wraps it all up. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already, and drop me a comment in the comment section below. Also, be sure to go check out Solace and give him a follow. Solace, sweetheart, can you tell everybody all your socials and everything that they need to know to go find you?
I am Solace the Wolf on like every platform, but I stream to Twitch the most again. Twitch.tv/Solace the Wolf. I play games, I host Fursuiting Chill and just chat streams. They're really cool, real chill vibes. And Twitter, because I'm always on there doing something, saying something, posting something. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for having me, Ash.
Aw, absolutely. It's a pleasure, friend. It's an absolute pleasure to have you.
Aw.
Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful, safe day, friends. Goodbye.
Arr.